Hello everybody, it's Christy back with another video, and it is November Sketchbox time. I am filming this at the end of October. See, I still have my spooky nails on, and we are going to take a look at the November Sketchbox. First of all, I believe this picture is from, I don't know which box, but my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh man, I just love that picture. Maybe it was from the most recent box with the ink. I honestly don't know, but I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. So here is the Instagram handle of the person that made that artwork. I'm going to go follow them, and I think you should too. And for once, the U.S. Postal Service did not put a sticker on top of my beautiful Sketchbox. Let's crack this baby open and see what is inside. There we go. That could have been less complicated. All right. Ooh, we have a ruler. Some kind of really unique ruler that, okay, I'm not going to mess with it, but whoa, what are you? We have a custom set curated for Sketchbox with a clean color dot marker from Zig. Oh, I love. Is this 3 clean color dot markers from Zig? What? Okay, you guys, if you don't know about these pens, they're just like awesome. They're my favorites. I have all of the whole set already, so I'm sure I have these 3, but I'm just so excited. So clean color dot markers. Hold on, I'll show everything to you in a minute. Let me just get it out of the box. So we have 3 colors here. A light blue, a dark blue, and a metallic. This is some kind of awesome marker box situation. Oh, little sticker that looks like this. Here's artwork. Oh, no, that's not artwork. Ooh, that's fancy artwork. I like that. Let's see about the artist. Spencer Beals, a community-focused artist. Spencer hosts sketchbook clubs and nature journaling clubs out of Asheville, North Carolina. Spencer, so cool. And there is Spencer's handles. So go ahead and follow Spencer as well. I mean, this is amazing. And I am going to look up his sketchbook club because what a cool idea. I definitely love that so much. So we have some mixed media paper here from Marabou Graphics, exclusively designed for Sketchbox. Oh my gosh, there's so much in this box. All right, then we have a set of Marabou Graphics permanent markers. So these are going to be fine liner with a bullet tip. They're like alcohol-based markers, but more akin to a Sharpie maybe, but still really fun. We have a Faber-Castell Gold Faber sketch marker. This is dark chrome yellow. So is this an aqua sketch? I wonder if this is an aqua sketch or if it's they have a new set of sketch markers that are alcohol based. I'll have to see inside. And then we also got a pencil, a general's pencil, which I love me a nice general's pencil. It's a number 2 pencil. Okay. Let's go ahead and just make sure I didn't miss anything on the card. And let's look here. Ooh, this is one of their alcohol markers. So it is one of Faber-Castell's new dual tip alcohol markers. So cool. I have been wanting to try these so bad, and you can't find them anywhere right now. So that's really neat. So this will mix with these markers really nicely. These are not alcohol based, but they just do something so cool. So let me go ahead and just show you how these work. I will swatch everything like full out in a minute, but on this mixed media paper, 300 GSM, 20 sheets of it. Ooh, it's nice and thick. It's a block. Ooh, it's a block of paper. You know I love me a block of paper. Glued sides are awesome. Okay, so here's how these guys work. You've got a fine nib, and the metallic nib is different than the other. So we'll start with that one. It's going to have like this little bit of a fibrous nib tip. that you can do very thin things with. But then you have this nib, which is such a cool nib. If you are a journaler, you need these. They're so awesome. So it has this really fun felt dot nib. So you can press it and get a big dot or just teeny dots, but it gives you like a perfect circle every time. They are just the coolest pens. I have had mine for a few years. I love them for bullet journaling. I love them for making lists. So here is the light blue one. I think it's called Blue Bonnet. Yeah, Blue Bonnet. Okay, and then we've got so these guys on the non-metallic side have a little bit of a finer nib. It doesn't look like it's much different, but you're going to see in a second here, it's going to create a much finer line. In order to create that really thick line, I would almost have to color it in. But that's the Blue Bonnet one. And then this is the denim one, like I said, thinner nib, just to put them directly comparing each other. And then we've got this, ooh, it's real juicy nib. All right, so that is really cool. I want to read about this. What does it do? Koala Tools Mini Ring Ruler. The compact size adjustable circle ruler to help create guides for mandalas and other elements. And this month's prompt is intricate. So this seems like it's kind of like a drawing mandalas type of prompt, which is super cool. So do I just like pop it in here and then it will, I don't want to break it, but it seems like it should clip onto here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, and then it moves like that. So you can move it and then it'll tell you how many inches in diameter you're getting there. So that is really neat. So this is exactly a 3-inch diameter. Okay. And then it'll tell you diameter based on that information. That's really neat. That is very cool. Does it sit nice and flat? Oh, it's got another side here that you snap. Maybe. Or maybe it has to go like that. I don't know. All right, I'm going to play with this off camera so that I'm not boring all of you. I'm actually going to go to the Sketchbox YouTube channel and watch their tutorial because I'm sure the tutorial will show me what to do with this. If you didn't know that about Sketchbox, they have a wonderful YouTube section where they show off how to use their products every single month, which I think is super cool and super awesome and definitely something that you should check out if you get a product like this that is new to you. So that's what I'm going to go do, and I will come back and we will go from there. All right, so one thing I want to do here is go ahead and try to pull this paper up really quickly. I did want to mention that look at how well I was able to blend with that Gold Faber sketch marker. It blended so nicely with the other two markers. The actual Marabou markers don't have quite as nice of a blend, but this one is an alcohol marker, so it's designed to do that a little bit more, and it did really do that cool. Something else that I saw when I watched the tutorial was that you should be able to go over this marker with the blues and it will create a green color, which I think is pretty neat. So just showing how that created some more variations. And then also I figured out how to use this. So the tutorial lets you know how to use it really nicely. You really are just tightening it to whatever you want it to be. And then you can go ahead and you can draw circles with it, which is super cool. I have never had a ruler like this before, and I really look forward to playing with it. So let's go ahead and remove this paper from the block and see if underneath the alcohol marker bled badly. So yeah, that's one thing we're going to have to be careful of here, is that the alcohol marker. So the alcohol marker actually did okay for the blend that I did. It actually didn't bleed, but these guys cannot be layered too many times or they will bleed. That's not a deal breaker. I can definitely work around that. But because we are working on a block of paper, it is something that we want to be aware of. All right, so the prompt is intricate and the piece is all about doing mandalas. So I think I'm going to try to draw some circles on here and to make some sort of mandala piece. So you can look forward to that here coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap up this Sketchbox video. So I am going to show you my very wonky mandala piece, but I had so much fun making it. I did use a white gel pen to sign it because after I wrote it in black, I was like, oops, I guess I could have done it with the silver, but I do like to sign my name in black. But this turned out to be a lot of fun. I definitely didn't have the cleanest or the most symmetrical mandala. It's not really my bag to do that, but I had a ton of fun making it. So let's just go through my thoughts on the products and the box in general. I think this is a great idea for a box. I think any artist can have a good time doing what this box asked us to do, which was to kind of get out of our own heads and just free flows and tangle kind of art. And I love that idea. It's something that I wish I did more of. And I really had fun making this piece. It wasn't the biggest masterpiece I've ever done, but sometimes you just want to move your hands and have art happen. So it was great. The products were great. I think these are some really nice permanent markers for somebody that works with alcohol markers. Now, this paper was interesting because it is mixed media paper. So it works a lot more like thick watercolor paper than it does like a Bristol board. So I would be interested in actually, I am going to grab some of my Bristol to test these markers because I want to see if they blend a little bit nicer on Bristol. So let me grab that. All right, so this is my Canson Tried and True XL Bristol. I know how it works. So let me just flip to, I think I have a page in the back, yeah, that I've just used for this purpose in the past. Let's go ahead and try to get a blend between the orange and the yellow and see if on Bristol we get something a little bit cleaner. And I know like these are not technically alcohol markers, but they are alcohol ink. And even though they're not like juicy like an alcohol marker, I would think on Bristol I can get a better blend. And I'm already getting a better blend. So trying to go in right away. So yeah, they're not going to be perfect, but on Bristol paper, you definitely are able to get a nice cleaner blend than I was able to get with them here. Maybe not. Maybe it's similar, but I feel like the Bristol is allowing me to do more, and it's definitely not ghosting as bad because I really went at it there. So that's just food for thought. These markers definitely would work for that type of an application, just as an FYI. So these are nice. I like them a lot. I will say I found a set of 12 of them on Amazon for $11.99. So if you're interested in these markers, that's probably the place I would buy them. But if you really like this color palette, I will tell you how to get them in a second here. This marker is amazing. I have been on the hunt for the 24 set of these that that Faber-Castell keeps kind of hinting will be available at some point. And hopefully I will get it soon and we'll have the 24 set of these on the channel to play with because I absolutely love these two nibs. Okay, here we go. Now we're actually focused. So here is this brush nib. Yep, there it is. And I love this. I mean, it reminds me of a Copic or any other normal type of brush nib. But this little brush nib, I was not prepared for how much more I would like this than your typical bullet or chisel type of situation. It is so nice and flexible. It allows you to get into the tiny details, but still allows you some flexibility with the actual nib itself. I just loved it. I really want a set of these to play with. I think I'm going to like them a lot. So this was a huge value add because it's not something I can even get my hands on right now. The pencil was great. It was a pencil, but for this particular project, a pencil made a lot of sense. And these clean color dot markers were awesome as well. I love them. I love playing with them. I think they are such a fun art supply, especially for something like this, where you are doing symmetrical patterns. So all of that was great. I was just okay with this ruler. It's novel and I like it, but I'm a math teacher. I'll be honest with you. To make a perfect circle, I want one of these. I want a compass. And these are not terribly expensive as far as compass goes. This is a safety compass. You just stick it in the middle here and you put a pen through it, and then you can use your other hand to do pens with. So you still need 2 hands to use this. I don't think this one is that much better than this one. This is the one that I would prefer to use. But again, it's nice to know that this supply is out there and that it's probably not for me, but maybe a lot of people really enjoyed it. It definitely takes up more space too, which space in my room is at a premium. So that is definitely something for me to consider. But I like that we got something that did make the circles and had some measurements on it, because for the purposes of making something like this, I am somebody that definitely wants to plan it out with measurements. So I loved that. So let's go through if these supplies were actually worth it or not. All right, so this box, let me just give you the price rundowns. Here is what Sketchbox valued everything at. Here are my values, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this price. It's a great price. I paid $39 including shipping for this box, and I think that everything was for the most part well worth it. The only thing, like I said, that I wasn't the biggest fan of is this ruler here. If you go on Amazon, you can get the safety compass I showed for $5. So that's a $4 difference, but nothing big. Like I said, these Marabou Graphics permanent markers are great, but you can get a set of 12 of them on Amazon for $11.99. So if you were looking for a bigger set of them, that might be something that you would want to consider. But these were priced appropriately. They're $3.30 a piece if you buy them piecemeal. The Goldfaber sketch marker isn't even to market yet, so that's market value. I didn't look up a different pencil because 84 cents for that pencil was perfectly priced, in my opinion. And the mixed media pad, I gave it its value. I could not find it anywhere. I couldn't even find Marabou Graphics mixed media paper anywhere, but it's thick. It's thick and nice, and it reminds me of the Stillman and Byrne mixed media pad. Now, obviously, I haven't used this for true water media. I just used it for markers. But with the markers, they didn't feather, they didn't bleed, they stayed where they were supposed to. I mean, if you take a look at this, I really layered some of these colors to get those greens and didn't have a hard time with it at all. So I think this paper, it didn't pill. It was definitely nice paper. And I think for the quality, 20 sheets of a 4x6 size for $9.99 is absolutely a fair price. So yes, I loved this box. I think it was a lot of fun. It was different. It was something unexpected with markers. And I love that. I love when we get something that is fun to play with. So one last thing that I wanted to talk about was a new feature through Sketchbox's website that I'm going to take advantage of. So one of the things that I had said a long time ago about Sketchbox that I wasn't a fan of was that they had a lot of things in that signature line, the Sketchbox signature only line, because you couldn't get it anywhere. Well, as Sketchbox has evolved, they have amassed their entire signature line now on their Shop Sketch store. So not only can you get it, but you can get it piecemeal from the boxes, which is really cool, really awesome, and not something that everybody does. And so I really applaud them for doing that. And along with that, they have what's called the Sketchbox Social Squad, where if you are somebody that puts art out there of using their boxes, they will give you some rewards for doing that. So every time I make art and I tag it with that tag, I get some rewards for their Shop Sketch shops. And another thing that they're doing for people on the Social Squad now is offering them affiliate stores. So I put one together. There's some of my favorite boxes that we've seen in the past year or so on there. And some of the supplies from this box are on there, like these markers, and this set of markers is on there as well. You don't ever feel pressure to go and spend money you weren't going to spend. But if you are going to shop the Sketchbox shop, you might as well go and shop through my affiliate link because it helps this channel out just a little bit. So I do get a little affiliate commission. There's no extra charge to you, but that link is going to be in the description. Feel free to use it if you feel so inclined. And if not, that's fine too. So I just figured I would let you guys know about that. And otherwise, I want to know what you guys think of this box. So what do you guys think about this box? Do you love the idea of doing mandalas and Zentangles and that kind of doodly markery art? Or are you like, nope, give me back my watercolors. Give me back my wet media inks and watercolors. That's what I am here for. I would love to know your thoughts on this box in the comments below. And that's going to be it for me today. I hope that this inspires you to make a Zentangle in your sketchbook, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.